What's up, Y2, man? Happy Monday to y'all, man. I'm actually at the gig right now. Y'all know I've been at the gig lately. Now, before I get into this acapella freestyle, man, I made a video yesterday telling you to put yourself in an opportunity to have what you want, get what you want. Since I started this gig, yo, I've been picking up extra days nonstop. You feel me? Just so y'all understand, like, YS just don't be talking about what he's not doing. That's one of the characteristics of a leader is in order for somebody to be giving you advice and all this, they kind of have to be partaking in that. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all to be out there, y'all in the positions where y'all working and then y'all trying to accomplish certain things, pick up them hours, man. I really came on here to get y'all acapella freestyle, man. Random bars. Been a minute since I freestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to just give y'all some random bars, man. I don't know how the vibe really gonna look like. I'm grabbing my charger right now, fam. Gotta juice up the phone. I don't know what the vibe's gonna be like, cause I ain't in the cam, but hey, man, rock with me. I don't know. Let's see what I got in the kitchen. This is all off tops, man. Y'all know we coming off the tops, man. Personally, I ain't freestyling in a minute for real, so song just made me feel like doing this. Doing this. I don't know. I want a lot of things in life. That's why I'm pursuing this. Most of the ones in the gym, they focus on not shooting the shot because they scared to miss. But it's never about your misses. It's all about your makes. I'm the type, I'm feeling like Nas when I hop in the booth. All I need is one take, one mic. Your mans do the same thing he do. That your mans do the same thing I do, but he not nice. But you gonna say he fabulous because you gotta gas him up. People secretly competing with you trying to pass you up. While I'm in my own lane doing my own thing. I ain't never been a D-Rider or Ultimate Glazer, man. I want to put on for my own name. I'm talking about the last, not the first. Sometimes I feel like God gives people certain gifts, and I had a lot of gifts since I was came to birth. Couple people, they figured out you kind of cool. You got some motion. Now they feel like you got some worth. They try and get close to you. That mean they gonna do anything to get on your turf. But you gotta keep them far away. Like you got them in a whole different realm. Like they couldn't be close to your planet. They on a whole different earth. You feel me? Now I'm trying to get swole in the game. I ain't talking about a weightlifter in the gym trying to get his girth. You know what I mean? But I do work out, mad push-ups and sit-ups, trying to stay lean. Only thing I do is mess with the tree, man. Stay away from GRUGs. Try to stay clean. What's up, Simone Myers? Simone Myers. I'm in a state right now where the weather get colder than Antarctica. But inside, I keep the heat in my heart. That's how I stay fired. Your boys out there, they try and be someone else. They could never be me. We're not wired the same. I'm not the type that wants you to remember my name. I just want you to remember how I treated you and made you feel. Because that's what mattered the most. Yeah, I'm online, but I rarely do post. I would say back then I wasn't really like an internet junkie. I was more I was more outside. Yeah, I could get on the live, but in person I'm more so live. I had a lot of people that I chill with. I consider them the entourage. But now since I departed, they created fallacies about me, man. Made up some lies. So now all I could do is greet them in person, but in reality, I don't really know those guys. A lot of favors that I did, they owe me something. But I came to a realization they could never pay me back. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't got those eyes. They don't got those heart. Everybody want to be the superstar. Don't nobody want to play their role. Just want to play their part. But it takes a lot to be a superstar. You got to put mad work in. It ain't overnight. Your boy went through a crazy transition of 6 to 7 months. I wasn't working. Now I gave thanks to God when I come to the job. Let nobody take me out of my spot. I'm here, yes sir, yes ma'am. When I'm here, I gotta be everything. Outside, I'm not. I give you the game, but you gotta execute the plot. Most youngin want to be like NBA YoungBoy or Young Jeezy or something posted on the block, that'll cost you your life. You could spend 20 years right there and you wouldn't get close to someone in the office making some guap. Me and bro had a saying like, if you pulling up, man, pull up with knots. What knots is them folded money that you put in your pocket. Your man want to take off like a rock kid, but he ain't tapped in with the Migos. Like I'd rather be the villain. I'd rather be the hero, but most of the time, some people deserve the villain. Your boy making a killing. I got a couple things off my sleeve that I'm dealing, but I ain't trying to be like one of your magicians or something. I forgot their names. What we talking about? Them white dudes on TV. One of them are probably David Blaine. Reappear and disappear. I don't disappear. I just fall back. Yeah, people that be hating on you and peep your style, they be the ones that come around and tell you, like, man, you think that you all that. But in reality, that's their thoughts. They just can't come clean and tell you, like, man, I admire you. The way you move and anything you do, man, it gives me hope. Rather, they rather put you down and be like, man, you think you some, huh? And the answer you supposed to respond to them is, honestly, no. Of course you something. I mean, ain't somebody something? Ain't something something? If you peep my vibes, you see where I'm coming. I ain't writing these bars. I'm just doing like spoken word without the beat. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that was man enough to come and tell me like, yo, YS, man, you inspire me. That was real. I never forget how that made me feel. Made me feel I had a purpose. Like, although I'm trying to lay the right way, somebody's paying attention. I got to keep on working. Although I ain't got all the bags I want right now, I'm blessed to be in a position, though I feel like I'm hurting. Couple dudes got skeletons in the closets that I know for sure, but I ain't gonna be the type to pull them back and expose them from the curtains. That's God's job. You know what I'm saying? That's God's job. Man, some of the way people be moving, you hit them with the WTH like Rod 49. I don't like to say that last word. It's called a HE double hockey stick. You gotta perfect your speech. Because the way that you're speaking in reality is what you're producing. That's how you're living it. I'm talking through the lyrics. Boy, I'm so fly. I ain't trying to get checked by TSA when I go through the airport because I got superior clearance. I'm talking that of the highest diplomats, the ones that GOV have. Everybody worry about somebody else, but I don't know about their POV. Is it bad? Because I'm focused on mine, trying to get the can from shaking. Sometimes you can't transfer energy, so I give people the fist bumps. Not too many hands, I'm shaking. I was thirsty for real. I'm trying to make it a swift comeback. I was kind of tight last night. The guy told me, look, the comeback gonna be swifter than you think. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of hard to be patient when you need supplies, resources. You don't want to ask nobody for favors because they couldn't deliver. You don't need those guys. So you reconsider it. Man, most people, when I look at them, they inconsiderate. They just want to they want to be felt so good. Yeah, I take them to where I stay. They probably fold in the hood. And the ones that think they hood, they really not that hood. They just want to pretend validations. They want to get applauses from the women and men. Thinking back then, too many people was trying to be my friend. But I was cool, even though I felt like I was hot in the city. I still extended my hands and gave a lot of people the opportunity to have some chance with me. That's why I made my mistake. Because you can't share everything with everybody. Similar to when you cut the birthday cake, you got to take some to the crib. Because if you leave the cake out, they're going to divide it. That's just a quick metaphor to break life down to you without me being on some scientific type ish. Like Bill Nye, the science guy. What I'm smoking on is the gray ass. Feel like I'm on a rocket, how so far we get high. You know, the gray smoke that the rocket produced from Elon Musk. I ain't gonna lie, a couple things they made up about me is beyond us. There's no time to figure it out. Just let the lies gonna trickle. The only thing in life I learn is no matter how much time pass, truth always comes and intercept in the middle. Yeah, they playing a little song. We ain't listen to that with a fiddle. I'm somebody you can't figure out. Ain't no figuring me out. I'm some iller than a riddle from the Riddler on Batman in Gotham. Yeah, I can hit you with the Aim. You can. finesse you out your bag like I got him. That was the old me. That dude was a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm way different. It's called refinement. People want to talk to me like fans, but they gotta have good characteristics impressionable for me to want to be around them. Man, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad notifications while I'm freestyling for y'all right now. I'm looking on the screen. The noties is coming in, but they not valid. I want to say that we the best, man. In my world, I say I'm feeling like DJ Khaled. Because everybody got their world. It might be somebody better than you, but you can't focus on them. If you doing that, that means you taking L's. Because you steady counting another person's win. All I know how to do is win. That's how I'm told. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I took some L's, but it was hard L's. I didn't fold. That mean I was fighting till the end. Until it was the end of the road. That's the analogy to life. If you ain't living like that, you might as well pack it up. Go live in the desert. Put your head in the sand and give it up. On some Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? I never like really roasting people because I knew that people was sensitive. A couple words from the ones throwing stones at you probably make them mad. Yeah. Your boy will run the ball, catch the ball, be DB receiver, man. I'm shaking that. Mad juke moves. You would thought I was LaDainian Thomason. Like I played for the Chargers. I don't need too much to get me ready. I'm already charged up. Yeah. And I came with principle, structure, solidarity, man, because I was raised with a father. Someone was missing that. Because your mom can't teach you everything. She could just teach you a couple things. It's lessons in that. Because I live with my mom. She had a couple structures, couple things I disagree with. Like, I guess it's the difference between me and women, men and women. Young boy Kenny and Gray with his own mom. This how it be in the movies. But my life is more cinematic, not the BS that you see on Tubi. I could write an autobiography. It'd probably be lit. But I ain't gonna lie, I need the right characters to play me and play this to be a part of the ish. Who cares about being validated by others? That's the corniest thing in life. And them gangsters, you think this gangsters that's on the corner tissing their fingers up, mentally they ill. They were the ones that always wanted to be liked. I've been around a few. You would have thought they was the most grittiest of the grittiest, but they softer than the pillows that they make cotton with. You know what I mean? I just want to get that perspective to you. The ones that twist their fingers up, they never about that. I've been around those. I saw them fold. Like, dang, this a grown man. He throwing up them C's. He's supposed to be super cold. But I was disappointed in what I seen. Like, hold on, you telling me all the rah-rah and twisting the fingers up and pants sagging and tough talking, that's all to make the scene? He not really like that when the action's busting. I was thinking swifter than cousin. You know what I mean? I was thinking swifter than cousin. You know? And a couple people really out here missing love, man. They really depressed, but in a sense, it's not depression. They just missing some loving. Like nobody really acknowledged them growing up or told them, man, I love you, kid. You just keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? Or, man, I'm glad you were part of the family, man. You one of them things. Or just tell them a simple expression like, I just wanted to check up on you today, see how you was doing. So they walk around mad because they ain't grow up with that. So they gotta act out. They gotta crash out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's love. That's the love that they pursuing. It might come in the ill form because the way they move is different from the whole norm. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I think I needed an entourage. Now I move without a whole swarm. A lone wolf. Like if I go down, this is how the story told. Unless I went down fighting. I stuck to my codes. That's what a true man is. Not you trying to have 6 or 7 guys behind you. How you feeling like your king gang is con. But I ain't gonna lie, when them actions get real, them 6, 7 guys couldn't hold you down. They'd probably leave you sinking. Like, dang, you thought they had your back. What the F you thinking? They were just around for the goodies and resources. If you had a little motion, or you probably was good with the deems. You spit them words, brought them girls to the crib. They ain't even had to reapproach them, laid them down. You had the whole table set, a nice condo, women in and out every day. Man, you think dudes don't want to phase with that? You think they ain't gonna be around cool so they could play with that? You think when the baddies come around because they know you dudes don't want to stay with that? It's the only reason they're around, clown. You gotta peep that early. I ain't gonna lie, I had the dames on dames on dames on dames on dames. Couldn't keep the dames from near me until I took a break off. Like, hold on, I need to restructure my mind. I realized dudes was only coming around because I had hoes in the condo. You know what I'm saying? And I had the 9 leg rondo. You know what I'm saying? And I had to bag up. Like, hold on, man. I gotta put the sag up. So much Brett got spent. If there was a rewind button, I hit that right now. Just so I could do it all over again and go back up. But that's not how life works. You live and you learn. Don't be thirsty. Just be patient. Keep grinding until it's your turn. And when somebody build a bridge, that's called a relationship establishment. That bridge shouldn't get burned because you can never cross that. Certain people, they got a good heart, but if you twist them up, they ain't never off that. When it comes to luxurious things I wanted, Cartier's, designing clothes, little homie, I bought that. I ain't need nobody to put the money up for me because I've been the hustler. They know me. YS is up to something. I could flip it fast. Like I come with the product. Before you close your eyes, I came right back. But I ain't never want nobody that had a whole chokehold. Like I don't want to be under you sub. Like when Cuzzo first taught me the game, he was like, Cuzzo, you one of the illest. You listen to me a lot, so I'm gonna give it to you like this, cuz. But when you hustling out there, you hustling for us. You hustling for the fam. Dudes want to be close to you when they feel like you got a little emotional. It's a slight possibility that people think you that man. You know what I'm saying? But really, reality and genuineness currently is what's in demand. All the fake stuff is getting packed up. Talking ship them boxes. So many people want to be famous, but only a few got it. Fame is nothing. It's just mass validation on a bigger surface. You know what I'm saying? People feel good when they're like, hey, I know who you are. Hey, you're my favorite. You know what I'm saying? When they go back to the crib, all they do is regurgitate it and eat it up. Like, yeah, I'm the man. These people know me. That means I'm big as stuff. But then when people stop paying attention to them same folks, man, they start getting so sad in their feelings like, hold on, why nobody pay attention to me no more? Why nobody's keeping up? That's why I said it's a fallacy. You gotta love yourself. Like, man, every day you wake up, you should think that you're big enough. Every day you wake up, you should think that they keeping up. Every day you wake up, you should think that they peeping you. You feel me? That's when you gonna have a championship mindset. Shout out to my guy MKIS. He talked about Game 7. I've been in a few Game 7s. Yeah, I held the rock. My older cousin could tell you the story. It'd be times where the game would close, he'd come to me and be like, yo, cousin, just end the game. That's all he had to say, and now I hit the shot. Because I had no pressure with that. Even if I missed or I didn't take it, it was up to me. The ones who love me because I only made it and hated me because I missed it, those ones never really were me. That's the truth in life. Those that love you because you only make the shot, they never really loved you in life. The ones that love you, even when you miss the shot, they understand, man. You got a lot of potential. You're not officials. I don't care about your ID. I want to see your morals and principles. Those your real credentials. Oh, that's a bar. What? What? I just say I want to see your morals and principles. That's your real credentials. Come on, fool. Nah. I gotta get that bar off the live, man. I feel like Styles P or Jada Kids might take that. What? I don't need to see your ID, state ID. I need to see your morals and principles. Those are your real credentials. Come on, fool. That bar right there was just the hottest part of the freestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't need to see your ID or state ID. I need you to see your morals and principles. Those are your real credentials. I don't like going to the dentist. They mess with your dental. I feel like dental treatment should be much simpler with less pain. And And everybody want to be the king, but who's gonna be the best reign? It's only one king. That's God. No man can ever take that seat. When it come to your opponents, have no fear. Just prepare. Because when the battle goes down, it's all about W's and L's. And you don't want to take that L. You want to take that dub. Like a couple dames wanted to me up, even though I gave them love. You know what I'm saying? Even though I gave them love. But when it comes to, one second, y'all. Hey, team, we have a party of one entering the lot. Even though I gave them love. But your personality and characteristics and energy, that's something that people can get addicted to, man. Even though it's like you ain't even gave them drugs. I held everybody down. If the traders came and tried to suppress me, interrogate me, I never would have gave y'all up. And that's facts. It's stories like that. Mad interrogation. I'm talking 3-4 hours, leaving at 2-3 in the morning. Nowhere to sleep. It's me and Cuzzle, man. We out there sleeping in the park. He told me, he like, Cuzzle, you younger than me. Even though you a little younger than me, I knew out of everyone in this situation, I could be with you. You would really hold it down. You just know how to play the part. We never discussed the stories to be told, but the allegations, they match the same. But he was paranoid the whole night. I couldn't sleep. I ain't gonna lie, that was irking my brain. A young boy snapping on older cuz like, man, why you ain't tell me what the play was? I could have made a better decision. He said I messed up, man. I thought I made all the best moves, but I slipped up on a couple things. That's why I messed up on precision. Like the QB. Like the QB. 37, picked up one across the ramp. I gotta listen to the radio. Listen to the radio. One in the lot. Life is crazy and the way we go. Think about life like this, man. If you're not being you in your own movie, who's the best that could play you, though? Nobody could play that role. Nobody could be the director. I ain't gonna lie, most people shy away from accountability. But if you want to determine who's real and who's fake, the real ones is always gonna try to correct you. But correction don't mean nothing. It don't gotta be scolding or mean nothing. If somebody says things to you that's influential or beneficial, that means something. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what's unforeshadowed. Everybody think they know the end of life. But some of them things that's going to hit you, you ain't even seen coming. Like a blind side. But I ain't talking about the movie with Sandra Bullock. Like, your man say he going to ride for you. But I ain't going to lie. When his darts is coming, he ain't going to catch them bullets. His hands ain't milled like that. They really frail. Even though this is an acapella freestyle, man, I'm really ill. Most of the things back then I did for thrills. Now, most of the things I do right now is all for skrills. You don't know what skrill is. That's a part of YS. I never really broke down the name yet. But when I was coming up with the concept, every time I saw it, I wanted you to say the name. I wanted you to think yes. And that's what happens. Manipulation? Nah, really. That's just critical thinking. I'm in your mind already. Yeah. I'm in your mind already. You asked me where I've been on the grind already. My least favorite question is when people be like, man, what you been up to? I ain't seen you in a while. Ducked off, perfecting my character, trying to improve my bag, working on my style. That's the real answer. I be wondering what they really want to hear. Like, if you ain't seen me in a minute, why you ain't reach out, goofy? I mean, you never really cared. Fake conversations and small talk, we could park it right there. I got too much drive. Yeah, I'm live right now, but in real life, I'm just so much live. Figuring out what the best to move. I ain't been the type to be watching what you gonna do, because I feel like I gotta focus on being extra smooth. Working at the gig, I give thanks to God. My whole style is too real, man. I don't know how to be a facade. Maybe that's the problem. Everybody say they're goons, but when I look around, I really don't see goons. I see a bunch of clowns. Like back then, they ain't had goons. They only had the goblins. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't Harry Potter, but your boy thinking he the one and he ain't even got the goblet. I watched that show. I don't even know what the goblet is. But I remember I dated a shorty that's been obsessed with Harry Potter since she was a kid, like 3 years. It was kind of official, but it was a couple files on the play. I had to dip. You know what I'm saying? I had to blow the whistle. When it comes to handling issues back then, I was just so dismissive. I ain't really trying to, you know, address the matter. It's all good. I'll let you think you win the battle, but just know this whole thing is a war, and you gonna fall right after. I'm the type to extend a hand to you and let you fall right next to me. And we gotta focus on new people of the world, not going back to your exhibit. Talk about an exhibition game. My first game of bowling ever, I had to drop mad points. I never even knew the plays. Coach giving us binders. Like, go home and study. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't a day I looked over that. It just really bored me. I went off pure talent, but that was just less effort. What I learned about me is if I put in 100%, I'm so extra. But 80 will get the job done. Well, we talking about exponential factors, X and Y. I'm the solution to most of the problems. Not causing problems, but just coming up with solution is the cost of life. You not establishing anything for yourself in this world, that'll cost your life. Think about what I'm saying. What's the whole purpose of living? If you giving away everything, but you ain't producing nothing, that mean you just consuming something. Quick little freestyle for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I could do like a 60-minute, but I don't know. Should I do a 60-minute? Y'all want me on that New York rapper style? I told the Philly boy, don't employ the youths. Yeah, they got. I told the Philly boy, don't employ the youths. They got goofies around looking like they was in Kensington from how they used, sleeping on the bench. Like, hold on, they vulnerable, green. If we was if we was moving like the HT guys, we would have swooped them all off the scene. I use acronyms, but your mind can't be delayed. To understand what I'm saying, you gotta tap in. Sometimes you gotta disappear from the ones you know and have them leaving and what happened, so they can understand the influence you had. Like, hold on, everything was good when Buddy was around. When he departed, things got bad. Well, we was making things with kosher, but I ain't gonna lie. A couple guidelines was off the grid, similar to how the jobs with OSHA. But wasn't no audit done. We just allowed it happen. The worst, fakest conversation when people see me, it's like, why, yes, you still be hooping? You still be rapping? Because it's more to why, yes, than that. Why don't you ask me, like, man, how's life been? How you handling that? That's like the realest ever. Sometimes I play the dunce, so I don't show them I'm clever. Because why should they know? My brains is better than the Einsteins. I know the GOV know. They be watching me on Mind Time. Cams is everywhere. Life's a movie. And every action that I produce in life, I want God to speak through me. Even if I'm attacking the D evils, breaking them down. I used to like playing football at recess. I like shaking them clowns. Even when we played tackle, it was hard to knock me down. It was like the ultimate strength. I only weigh like a buck 70, man. But like 350, what I could bench. You gotta ask where the strength come from. I think it's all from God. It's probably something that's tapped into the Akasha records. No facade, kind of like Naruto. We can kick it like Juto. What's up with the group though? What you want me to do? Acapella music for. What y'all want me sing? I sing for y'all too though. Let me see what my man's name right here. Alright, had to make sure the customer was good, man. He didn't need my help. 1 second, squad. 1 second, squad. I might have to help, buddy. Let's see real quick. They could just let me log in. Hey, sir, do you need some help?
Yeah, it's not reading it or something, I guess.
Okay, is this the card you use for your reservation? All right, I can swipe it for you here and see if it pulls up. All right. All right. So this is says 75.92 from the 24th.
Huh?
I said your reservation says you owe 75.92.
Yeah.
All right, from the 24th, 2:55, right? So now. All right, 1 second here. There you are. You have a good day, man.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Yeah, man. Had to help that guy, man. I see the transition in which my archetype has to be different. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, you gotta have different archetypes, man. You can't be one person. All that deals with personality also, man. Like just being multi-dimensional, man. That's a big part of life, man. You know, a lot of us we are all very talented in the sense of artistic, hands-on. You know, the list is endless, bro. So be multi-dimensional, man. Those who are multi-dimensional, those are some of the most, I would say, beneficial to the earth. You know, because they have the ability to just adapt, bro. You know, adaptation is something I could do. You know, I feel like, bro, you drop me off on an island, bro, somewhere like I don't know, wherever, bro. Like once I learn to adapt and figure things out, man, um, I could stay on the island. Of course, I'm gonna be missing certain things that I'm used to, but I could literally stay on the island. Some people that one-dimensional people, bro, they can never adapt. They can never be nothing more. Like they're only one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, like I can't really be around those type of people, bro, because I'm too talented in the sense of it creates a jealousy, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of other people I like out there that are multi-dimensional. And you've been around people who are one-dimensional. When you're around somebody at one-dimensional, they always think you're one-dimensional. You know, and I'm gonna tell you a story. You know, quick story, bro. Before I get back to the freestyling, we're gonna try to keep the freestyling for an hour. But I had a homie, bro. My homie used to come to my crib, bro. He used to eat Salisbury steaks at my crib and all that, man. Really coming to my crib, chilling. I don't know. For some reason, he thought I was just the dumbest guy in the world. I don't know why. Like, maybe it's because I'm cracking jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like making them laugh at the table, lunch table. So, and I remember we had a class, like one class, bro, and we took a test, bro. We took the test. I think I told y'all, man. My man's told me he spent 4 hours studying for this test in the crib, bro. Bro, I ain't never ever had to study for 4 hours ever for any test, bro. I personally couldn't even sit there and study for 4 hours. It's not how I'm built. So, bro, study for 4 hours, bro. I literally study for 30 minutes, cause I got like a photographic memory, fam. Like I could kind of remember a lot of things. So that's how I study. So and remembering him saying this, I'm like, man, I would have thought this man was like a genius, because the way Buddy acted, like he was like the smartest person in the world. But if you gotta study for 4 hours, bro, it's like that's a lot of work just to study. I only studied for 30 minutes and I aced the test, did better than him. But I'm thinking that's kind of where things would end. But he went and told one of my other friends, he like, man, I thought YS was dumb. like really told what because we all friends. And my friend came and told me he like, yeah, bro told me he thought you was the dumbest thing in the world. And I'm like, man, why would he think that? He like, I don't know, but I had to tell him like, why it's just like one of them thinkers. Because one of my other friends that he told that to, he always would try to compete with me in class, bro. I had another class with him. It was a math class, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Personally, I've never liked math, bro. I had a teacher that literally forced me to like math. It was two teachers. Cause I used to skip math after school after recess. I never went to math. I skipped the class. I'd be hiding in the bathroom, walking around the school, all types of stuff, bro. And it was like this hall monitor, man. He'd come get me. Somehow he always knew where I was at. He'd come get me like, man, you gotta go to class, man. Oh, I'm calling your pops. You feel me? So I'm like, oh man, I go to class. But I specifically remember, bro. I think I told y'all the story when I had got the answer. I'm gonna tell that other story though. So it was a teacher named Mr. Teeman. It's like middle school, and I ain't gonna lie. In middle school, in my math class, I had the baddies in there, fool. I had this shorty named I ain't gonna drop her name, but she was a baddie. I'm talking about four stunners. When I say stunners, they like middle school baddies. So she sat by me, bro. Me and her were bad at math, so really we had just partner up, and we wouldn't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We still get the answers because we was kind of lit, but I specifically remember that dude named Mr. T man. He's like that white dude, man. He literally brought me to the front of the class, bro. I used to sit in like the middle, and he was like, I'm gonna help you learn. You know what I'm saying? Because he would just see I would just be talking to the girls. Because we used to sit in fours back then, like the four squads. But after that situation, I was like seventh grade, bro. Like seventh and eighth grade, I learned math. Fast forward, homie told my other friend he thinks I'm stupid. But the funniest part about all this, my other friend that he's telling this to is consistently trying to compete with me in math class on who's the smartest. You know what I mean? And I remember the math teacher was an older lady, man. She liked my my personality and liked me a lot. She would always tell him. She said, "You could never compete with him." Yeah, like cause bro, my man's be like, "Let me answer. I got the answer. YS don't know nothing." Like, and she had to tell him. They're like, you could never compete with him. He's like league on his own. Cause bro, I'm more like a chill person, bro. If I'm good at something, bro, I personally don't need you to know until the moment of that arises. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no point of you knowing what I'm good at until the moment for you knowing that comes. If that makes sense. A lot of people they're good at certain stuff. They want you to know what they're good at. Blah blah blah. It's like I'm not really like that, bro. I could be like a NASCAR Formula One driver. You would not know until the moment for me to be that car driver comes about. You know what I'm saying? I could be like a really pro boxer. I wouldn't even want you to know until the moment you seeing that comes. You feel what I mean? Because I done had mad situations where people were surprised like at different scales, bro. Like I remember I had this man's come with me, and I was like an ultimate hustler. He ain't never really spent time with me. Bro got in the car with me and see me run up like two bands quick. I'm talking quick in a day, and he like, yo, I ain't never even know because at the end of the day, that goes back to being multi-dimensional. And once you're multi-dimensional, bro, you don't have to do much as far as like show how multi-dimensional you are. You just gotta operate, bro. Just do what you've been doing. A lot of people who are one-dimensional, they can't understand that, bro. But they always gonna sense something mysterious about you. You know what I mean? Like they can't figure you out as a person. Why are you even trying to figure out another person, anyways? Figure out yourself. Figure out what you got going on. Figure out why you one dimensional, B. You know what I mean? Figure out how you become multi dimensional, you heard? Like, so that's just what I learned a lot, man. Whatever skills you got, man, those are your skills, bro. You don't have to put them on display for nobody until you feel the need or it's the moment for it. You know what I'm saying? Because in life, too many people trying to figure out other people, bro. All these people need to figure out themselves. Why are you spending your whole life trying to figure out another person? That means your life sucks because you're not even figuring out who you are. You're not even figuring out what talents you have. You know what I'm saying? As a person, the only person you should have time to figure out is maybe your kids, bro, or your girlfriend. But figuring out another man is kind of like fanboy behavior. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see myself trying to figure out another person. Like, I don't really care, fool. Like whoever that person is, they them. I gotta figure out who I am. So it just goes into multi-dimensional, man. You know, music is just one part of me, man. Like when I used to play basketball, bro, people thought I was just a basketball player, bro. I specifically remember dropping my first song ever, bro, and having a dude call me from Vegas screaming like, "Yo, I didn't even know you could do music, bro. Like what?" Because he always looked at me as just a basketball player. And don't be offended though, man. Out there, if you're talented, overly special. That's why I like to say there's only a few people out that's really like that though, man. Don't be what's the word? Don't be offended from being overlooked and being considered one dimensional. What do I mean? Like you probably got friends and family around you that are like, oh, you only good at this, you only good at this. That's fine. They don't need to know anything else that you're good at until the moment arises. You feel me? Because their whole goal of trying to figure you out is to make themselves feel better. Meaning that somebody who's one dimensional always will want you to be one dimensional. That makes them feel way better about themselves. Like, oh yeah, I'm only good at this and you're only good at this. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's just I don't know. God has selected certain people to just be multi-dimensional, bro. And I've experienced this a lot in life, man. I remember my stepsister went to my high school, bro. See, I only went to high school where we lived. I went to middle school somewhere else. So she go to middle school there, but then she go to my high school. When she get to my high school, she's kind of a hater. She like, man, everybody know YS at the school, man. They all know YS. Like she wish she would be mad. Like, but it's like, oh, bro. Like at the end of the day, she should have been happy because of that. She's my stepsister, but she was upset. You know what I mean? Because the perspective of who she had, what she had of me, is not what they provided with her at school. At school, they showed her like, nah, YS is him. You know, but don't like I said, don't be offended, bro. Just whatever skills you have, keep perfecting them skills, man. Keep getting them skills right, man. Keep tightening up, keep improving, bro. And if somebody think you're one dimensional, that is awesome. That's like amazing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they only thinking like that because they truly don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what you got going on, what you partake in, what other abilities you have. And in life, bro, we not supposed to figure out everyone. We supposed to really be trying to figure out ourselves, fool. What skills do we have? What talents do we have? What gets us going? What's gonna break us down? Like what can we withstand? You know, how great are we? You know, these are all the things that are like should be more your focus. You know, I was dozing off at the job. I ain't gonna lie, like so I'm like, let me freestyle, man. Let me stay up. You know, and freestyle was kind of wasn't the best freestyle, but it was a freestyle. And sometimes when I freestyle, I feel like whatever comes out comes out. It's not necessarily planned. You know, that's why it's a freestyle, man. It's like impromptu, almost like an impromptu speech, but I'm kind of like rapping. You feel me? Um, I personally don't really know what else to really chat with y'all about, man. Squad, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I like that I can do the lines without the camera, bro. That's lit. Dude, I love that I can do the lines without the camera, fool. If it was more lit, then we'd be on here for 50 minutes. 50 minutes. And if you are one dimensional, bro, you technically are not one dimensional. What do I mean is like you just spend so much time focusing on others, you haven't figured yourself out. So figure out yourself, man. Because I meet people that be like, oh, I don't have any talents. I don't have any skills. And a lot of the time, they have a lot of skills and talent. They just have to figure it out. You know, think about life on the spectrum. Like when you're young, you don't really know much about yourself, but you always got to try to figure things out. Hold on 1 second. I got to check this car. Hey team, we have a party of one approaching the lot. Let me see if they need some help. Hey, how you doing?
I got one line that says covered, one that says uncovered.
Okay, let's see. Hey team, we actually have that guest heading towards covered the ramp.
Yeah, I used to park in the uncovered before you guys had the ramp. That's how many years I've been parking
Oh
here.
yeah, you've been coming here for a while then, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so you should be able to scan into covered. If it does ask you anything, you just hit proceed, proceed.
Proceed.
Yes, sir.
That tickles me.
Yeah,
Proceed.
it shouldn't though, but if it does, you hit proceed.
Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good day, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, man. I just had to help out the guests, get my man's right, man. But once again, hey, just confirming, that car is actually heading towards the ramp covered. Yeah, man. Just kind of had to get my man's right, but I completely forgot what I was saying, fool. We kind of on like almost an hour right now, so it's been a minute since I cranked an hour live for y'all, man. Um, we watch the live tool. Some good messages in there. I really was kind of almost dozing off, you heard? And I'm like, man, I gotta get up and freestyle for these folks, man. It's been a minute since I freestyle for my squad, man, for the chop, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all some things I'm excited for, man. I'm excited to get past these next 2-3 weeks because I feel like a lot more things are gonna open up for me, bro. As far as um content wise, you know, I'm trying to get a tripod also. That way when I'm doing the visuals, I don't have to hold the camera. Um just really excited for a lot of things, bro. I personally don't want to jinx nothing. I just want to keep positive. But in the next 2 to 3 weeks, man, more content's gonna be dropping for y'all, man. We finna be trying out a lot more foods, man. Just trying to do more different things, you know what I mean? Also would like to really start focusing on streaming as far as getting this app that's gonna allow me to stream here to you guys from Twitch. So hopefully I can get that going. Y'all can kind of watch my gameplay, you know what I mean? I'm a gamer too, fool. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on there like, no way! Cut a cap! You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I love y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to Simone, Cobain, Kate. Appreciate all y'all for joining the live, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here, you heard? Oh, wait, before I leave, look. A lot of people come through sometime and they ask me, they like, oh, where do I send a super chat? Uh, where can I send some bread? Like, right now, I'm not monetized on YTube, bro. So anything you want to give, donate, you know, link is in the bio, man. I got PayPal. There's a Cash App in there, but I don't be trying to ask y'all for nothing. But you know, a lot of the times people come in live and they say that it's like just go to the link in the bio, man. Even if you can't donate, go buy a book, bro. I got books out there, man, on Amazon. Buy one of my books, man. You know what I'm saying? Or go buy something from Temu for me to get that affiliate get that affiliate credit or something. You heard? Like you go to Temu, get you some face masks yourself, man. Something. You know, but I appreciate all y'all for joining the live, man. I would love to do more lives with y'all. I just gotta bring my mask to work if I want to go face. Can't be in a booth. But maybe in the wintertime it's gonna work because in the wintertime I can have a ski mask on. It's not gonna seem suspect. You know what I mean? So, but y'all have a good Monday, man. Y'all stay up there, man. Do your thing, stay positive, and be multi-dimensional, man. You heard? I'm out of here.